Alright, listen, I told myself I was gonna, like, post more anime shit this year, right? And I still plan on doing that. I got a whole bunch of shit down the pipeline. But I saw this Elden Ring video, and I just know I personally had to react to it, knowing my hobbies. Because today, we're gonna be watching top 10 smoke spots in Elden Ring. Now, I personally just got done with my session, right, like a couple minutes ago. So I feel like now is a perfect time for me to react to this video. The sun's about to go down. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. And I just want to vibe with you. And hopefully you can vibe with me.
Elden Ring is full of beautiful views and is highly regarded as one of the best looking games to ever release. But which spots will be the best to sit down and light up some well-pickled turtleneck? So kick back, relax, maybe grab a snack.
Oh, yeah, well-pickled turtleneck. Adding that to my bag. I'm adding that to my bag. All right, one thing for sure. One thing y'all gonna learn about me is I'm never gonna take the opportunity to not add to my bag. If some shit is good, it's getting added to my bag. I'm sorry. Yeah, got it. Yeah, don't worry. I always give credit. I always give credit to whenever I use some shit that I added to my bag from another. But,
and enjoy these top 10 smoke spots in Elden Ring. And before this video gets started, huge shout out to Godlike Mike, as this video is completely inspired by his smoke spots videos from Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, we're gonna spin the block on his channel later. But
1, 2, and 3. So be sure to go check out his videos and maybe even drop a sub while you're there. Now that that's out of the way,
y'all could drop a sub while you're here. Fuck with your boy, fuck with the content. I got more fire shit coming down the pipeline. But that's enough promo.
Here is my personal top 10 smoke spots in Elden Ring.
Talk to me.
Farum Azula can be found deep into Elden Ring and can look a little scary.
Yeah, Farum Azula is a good spot, right? Because I can imagine it depends on where you're at.
First glance.
Depends on where you're
at.
If
you come here to the Tempest facing balcony side of Grace, there is a crazy view where you can see dragons flying in the sky, crumbling structures, and a bunch of tornadoes. It can give you a little anxiety, especially
I fuck with that spot. I do fuck with that spot.
After you've partaken in a little turtleneck, but you still have an amazing view to look at, and as long as you
and you get the view of the arena with yeah.
From the balcony.
Yeah, and the big tornado. Yeah. See, I either want to say it's that spot in Farum Azula or the spot where that Crucible Knight is. Where that Crucible Knight is standing, staring off. That would be another cool spot.
My only issue with this spot is that it's really windy, so you have to constantly respark, but you do have a shelter right behind you. Just make sure to clear out the enemies from inside before you sit down for your smoke.
Oh,
this next spot doesn't have any enemies nearby, so you can partake in peace. The Elden Throne side of Grace is a
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This might be this for me personally. This is probably top 5, probably even top 3. I don't know what it is. Just you in this big illustrious courtyard, right? You're sitting on a throne, the editor, right? You're just sitting in that bitch. That's just stuff. I'm sorry. That's gotta be at least in my top 5.
Wide open area, letting you walk around freely and looking out at the royal capital of Leyndell from above.
The view,
There's even a huge throne, which may look super cozy to sit on, but if you actually touch the throne, it will instantly break, revealing Morgoth's withering corpse. This is definitely a sight you don't want to see, especially after you just lit up, so I would advise—
Nah, nigga, we smoking on that Morgoth pack. What? Nigga, are you tripping?
To stay clear of this throne at all costs. You can also look up at the Erd tree itself, though you'd probably only want to before setting the entire thing on fire. Speaking of trees, the Halig tree is up next, with the Halig tree town side of Grace being—
I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs, so I couldn't do it. This probably gets left off my list, but I'll let him cook.
Break. This spot can be scary with the amount of enemies there are, but the only one you actually have to worry about is the guy running up the stairs at you. The view itself is breathtaking though, letting you look down at the Halig tree itself, seeing all the leaves, flowers, and lit up structures below, which only becomes more beautiful at nighttime. If you do get scared of the enemies you see around you, you can just go back inside to the side.
This right here, this is better. This is a better spot.
The Forge of the Giant side of Grace. While this is a pretty steep slope and a long fall into a pit of smoldering flames, this spot still gives you a lot of eye candy to look at.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, this is arguably the highest point in the entire world. So the view would, it's like the real life equivalent of this is like sparking up on top of Mount Everest. And that shit is fire.
It might just be me, but I think this should be the perfect temperature given the giant fire in front of you combined with all the snow around you. This spot also has an incredible view of the top of the Erd tree, putting you right at eye level, which normally you might not even be able to see. And you could also watch the fire burn if you ever get tired of looking at the golden tree in the sky. This spot is also super isolated, so you won't have to worry about anyone being a buzzkill. But if you're looking for an even more isolated spot than this, you can travel to the middle of nowhere at the isolated Divine Tower.
That'd probably be like that. This would probably be number 10 on my list if I were to rank them. This would probably be number 10.
I'm going to interrupt your video for a second for a little water break, and also to tell you, if you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to leave a like, as it
on my shit.
really helps me in the algorithm. Now that we're
Helps me too.
hydrated, let's get back to these smoke spots. A somehow even more breathtaking view is that the moonlight
See, I'm not mad at it being top 5, but really, it's top 3, and really, it has a mean ass argument for being number 1. I'm not gonna lie. This place is beautiful. This place is so gorgeous.
altar site of grace. This place is incredibly beautiful, and without a doubt easily one of the best spots in the game to light up at. You have the beams of the blue light coming from the sky, along with a giant moon to look at, a church off in the distance, multiple animals around you, and to top it all off, you can see the Erd tree from here, along with a minor Erd tree in the other direction. There's also a small grove and tower behind you, where you can chill out if you don't want all that light in your eyes. The only downside to this spot is there are dragons close by. They won't come up towards you at the site of grace, but you can still hear them growl and walk around. Another spot that has enemies close by you is in the Siofa River at the below the well side of Grace. There are a couple of ancestral followers close by to the Grace. You could clear them out before you light up, but you don't have to since they won't.
I'm not gonna lie, I did forget about the underworld, not underworld, yeah, the underground, like the rivers. Okay, I might have to restructure my list then, because these spots are fire. I'm not gonna lie.
They won't come up the hill to you. And the site here might be the best one in the base game. Like, you have all these huge structures around.
Oh, we're doing DLC too? Oh shit, if we're doing DLC spots, then nah, we can't be doing DLC spots, because like this list should be completely different if we're including the DLC. I'm not gonna lie.
Looking off our top 3 smoke spots is actually one
so
of the
we are doing the
DLC.
Okay, so we are doing the DLC. Okay, if we're doing the DLC, my list changes. Having the Elden Throne like in the bottom half isn't crazy, because this might be my one. Cerulean Coast might be my one. Like, this place is so gorgeous.
Cerulean Coast is an absolutely breathtaking view. You get to take a seat in a sea of blue flowers all around you, spanning as far as your eye can see. There are a couple of huge graves in the distance, but they don't look scary because of all the flowers around you. What is scary though is the shadow undead walking just a little ways in front of you, but they are really easy to deal with if you want to clear them out before pulling out your pickled turtleneck. The shadow undead aren't the scariest thing here though, because if you walk far into the fields, the ghost flame dragon will descend from the sky into the open field. If this happens, it's probably worth making your way over to this cliff instead of getting eaten alive by a giant dragon. Speaking of cliffs, the lake facing cliffside of Grace is next on the list, and it has no enemies anywhere around you.
I'm not gonna lie, outside of a few like missed places here and there, he's been cooking. Like this, I didn't even think of this. Proceed.
While you are right at a cliff, there is plenty of room for you to sit down where you aren't close to the edge. The view here is absolutely beautiful, as you can see all of Lernia, including Raya Lucaria Academy. You can also see 4 separate Erd trees here, 3 of which are minor, and the last one being the main Erd tree. There's also a divine tower in view and a church way off in the distance. You can easily walk around here without fear of anything happening.
Plus, like the fog, the undercast for the fog, and you get to see a little bit of Mount Gilmere and
tower in view and a church way off in the distance. You can easily walk around here without fear of anything happening to you,
and you get to spark up with the main nigga tops.
There's also some shade under this tree behind you. While this view is crazy, it's not the best one in the game. But before we get to the best smoke spot, there are a couple spots that are great but didn't quite make the list. Wonderland is an expansive area with tons of flowers and is super bright in the shadow of the Erd tree.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this might be my one. This might be my one. America's Village is my favorite like area of the game. I love America's Village. This is my one. Like the Shaman Village this is my one. Unless you have some shit on this list I'm forgetting, like something I don't know what I'm forgetting. This might actually be my one.
Erd tree DLC, making it a great spot to just sit and look around. You can see the shadow of the Erd tree and a giant moon, along with golden flakes falling from the sky.
Like I'm a big sucker for nature, and just like the gold undertones with the golden flakes falling. Like even like I don't even when you can go back and look. You can go back and look at my like Shadow of the Erd tree run, and you can tell like I was like my breath was stolen when I came here. Like I was geeked as fuck. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit upset when I had to fight 2 tree sentinels back to back, but you know that's just light work. But like this place is Like I can't even describe how good this place looks, man.
In the sky, you can go up the hill to Shaman Village and find this growing minor Erd tree with a field full of flowers around it, which is another great spot for a smoke break since you can walk freely around the village. And the only creepy thing is at the top of the hill where this lady is inside of this tree stump. The issue is, to get here you have to go by this giant pit in the ground along with not one but 2 tree sentinels patrolling the area. And I don't know about you, but after my first run-in with the one at the beginning of the game, this can easily ruin your buzz after lighting up. So you might just want to steer clear of this area.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Stone Coffin Fissure is another large area that has a breathtaking view, and you can see the entirety of the area along with the path you
Ugh, this is. See, I knew, like, I knew that, like, I had a feeling this was gonna be here. Well, this is still an honorable mention, but like, you know, like something in my brain told me, like, yeah, like the place where Trina's at, that's gonna be a tough spot to light up at, and I'm not gonna lie, it is. But is it better than the Shaman Village though? I'm gonna need to hear his explanation. Let me hear his explanation, and that might sway me.
path you need to take to get to the bottom. There is a second spot by all these animals that is a little calmer, but it just doesn't have as good as a view. The issue is that there are a ton of enemies around the area, and one wrong step can lead you plummeting to your death. So if you have a fear of heights, you might want to think about finding another spot to partake in your pickled turtleneck. But by far the most breathtaking view in the game, and the best smoke spot in all of Elden Ring, is the ancient ruins of
Yeah. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad. Yeah.
And the east side of Grace is the best spot to sit and smoke. This spot has everything you could ever want. There's water close by to keep yourself hydrated. The scenery is also incredible, as you can see the moon, jagged rocks in the distance, huge stone structures, a waterfall, and even
he cooked with this one.
Animals grazing on grass behind you. It's fairly safe to walk around here too, as long as you don't go onto the stone bridge, as there's a shadow undead walking on it and a furnace golem on the other side, who's ready to light you up and smoke you for himself. And that was our top 10 smoke spots in Elden Ring. And like I said in the beginning of the video, huge
WVid gang, WVid bro, WVid. Yeah, as you can see, this was like a more chill video. Let me know if you like this video style of me just, you know, chilling, not giving a fuck really. But yeah, man, thank you for coming to the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, and finally sub. We're currently at this many subscribers. It'd mean the world for me if you could hit that subscribe button and join the little community I'm building here, right? We're on our way to 100. I really want to hit 1,000 before the end of the year. Is it likely? Probably not, but hey, man, aim for the moon. Even if you miss, you're amongst the stars. Take that nugget of wisdom and have a good day. Deuces.